I would like to welcome you to my channel. If you are here for the first time, if you've been here before, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for continuing to watch this information that I'm sharing. Today, I just want to talk about fear before I get into my topic. Since you are here, please subscribe to my page. Also, please press like, and please share this video so that other people can be able to see what we're going to be sharing today. So like I said, today I want to just talk about fear. Fear is something that we usually feel, more especially when we are going to do something new, something that we've never done before. Or for example, you're going for an interview, you have an important presentation to make, you have this new business venture that you want to get into, something new that you want to get into, or there is some activity that just takes your adrenaline up, and you feel so fearful, and you actually feel the fear in your body. And it also goes hand in hand with anxiety, because you start sweating, your blood pressure goes up, you know. Is those feelings that you get, that most of the time we believe that those feelings that we get, they're actually pulling us from doing what we're supposed to be doing. So today I just want to say, we all feel fear. If you are prone to fear, know that you are not alone. There are a lot of people, actually all of us in the world, we feel fear. Even the most successful people, they feel fear. I've watched a lot of videos about a lot of famous people, and also read a lot of books where people declare that they also feel fear. They are so fearful before they start a new project. They have this meeting, important meeting that they're supposed to attend to, and this is a big deal that they're supposed to close. They become so fearful. They get anxiety. They feel a lot of anxiety. But the most important thing that I believe about fear is not to let fear stop you. Because we all feel fear, it means we're all the same. If you want to understand it like that, we are all the same in terms of fear. But how we deal with that fear, our reaction to the fear that we feel, is what makes us different. Some people, when they feel fearful, they stop. When they feel fearful, they run away from the actions that are supposed to be taken. It is almost like fear for them is a stop sign that says you cannot go beyond here. But what I want to tell you today is that fear is, everybody feels fear. You don't have to feel fear. It's just that your body is saying, oh my God, what is happening? I can't deal with this. But the difference is that when you go ahead and do that thing, you facing your fear. You face your fears and you make things happen. And once you do that, that fear goes away. And the more you get into the habit of, even when you are feeling that fear, you still continue. You still do what needs to be done. If it's an interview, you go, you prepare yourself, even, with you, there's this feeling that we get here in our gut, even when that gut is there, that feeling is there. When you are sitting in an interview, what we usually hear is that when you feel that fear and it starts getting out of your mouth, you need to stop yourself, pause, drink a bit of water, and then continue. But face that fear. Push through that feelings of fear, because they will disappear once you getting momentum. That feeling of fear will disappear. Like I said, we all go through fear, right? We all experience fear, but fear is not something that must stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. fear, and it comes in different ways. We are fearful of failing, right? We are fearful of looking like failures. Here you are starting, you want to start something, you are excited about this thing, you start working on it, you make progress, and all of a sudden you get flooded with this thoughts of doubt, all of a sudden you get flooded with these thoughts of fear. Oh my goodness, what if it doesn't work? What if people criticize me? Because yes, people criticize. Hey, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you will find people that will criticize you on whatever that you're doing. So it's that fear of, what if they criticize me, and then when they do criticize you, then you feel that fear, you feel the anxiety. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it the right way? Should I be doing it a different way, or should I just stop? That is usually fear. But if you just remember that fear is not there to stop you. Fear is a natural reaction of the body because it does not know how to deal with this. This feels like a threat to it. It's not used to this. So it just needs you to remember that it's not here to stop you. So when it's not here to stop you, what do? You move like you're not scared. You move like you're not scared. Even if you do look like you are scared. But the more you are getting used to the fact that even when you are afraid, you continue to do, you end up not being fearful of that. You end up not being fearful of that thing. It's like when you start learning how to drive. I remember when I was learning how to drive, I was very afraid of driving. I was so fearful of driving, guys. I went to, I think, 4 driving schools before I can actually get my driver's license, because I was always so afraid of getting into a car and driving. And eventually I got my driver's license. And then immediately I bought a car. After I bought a car, I was so fearful of getting into the car and driving, because I always imagined the steep. I always saw myself at a steep and not being able to get my car to go. And then going backwards, or my car not starting. And you know what? One day, something like that happened. I was on a robot, a very busy robot. And then I just could not get my car to move. It was very busy. It was, I think, around lunchtime. It was a busy intersection. I just could not get my car to move. I could not. I thought there was something wrong with the car. I sat there until there was this, Samaritan who got out of the car. He was a passenger in another car. He came out and he said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know what's happening here. My car can't move." And he said, "Okay." He checked the car. The car is on. Everything is working. He said, "Okay, no, there's nothing wrong with the car. So the problem is anxiety. You are anxious." He said, "You are anxious." He said, "Okay, this is what you need to do. When the robot opens, this is what you need to do." He gave me instructions of what to do. And then I could go. I left him there at the robot. And I was so thankful for that guy, because he made me realize that, yes, you are scared, but you can do this. He instructed me, gave me a step-by-step instruction in terms of what to do there. And this was something that I knew what to do. I mean, I've been driving for the past few weeks since I bought this car, but now here I'm stuck. But he showed me that I know what to do. He led me to me knowing or realizing that I know what to do. I can do this, And from that day, I've never been stuck in a robot like that. That was it. That was the day I learned the lesson from there. And I guess subconsciously I always remembered what he taught me while I was standing there when I was anxious. So he taught me that even when you are anxious, when you are fearful, you can still get this car to move. You don't have to stop here and you get out of the car and somebody drives your car, because you are full of anxiety, because here's a busy intersection, you are a new driver and all of that. So he taught me in those few minutes. He taught me that yes, you are anxious, but you can get this car to move. So the lesson for today that I want to share with you is that even when you are fearful, you can still get things done. Even when you are full of anxiety, you can still get things done. And all you need to do is, even when you are feeling the fear, you need to make that move. Even when you are feeling anxious, you need to make the move. Because then what you will learn, or your subconscious will learn, is that I can do this even when I'm scared. And eventually you forget about the fear. Eventually the fear disappears, because you have trained yourself that, yes, when I get into a car, even when I'm anxious, even when it's hot, even when it's at a very busy intersection and it's on a steep, I can get this car to move. So that's the lesson that I wanted to just share with us today, because what I've realized is that what holds us back is that fear. When we feel the fear, we stop. When we feel the fear, we give up. And I've been there, and I think it's a journey, right? It is a journey. It is something that you consciously become aware of. And when you become aware of this thing, when it's happening, you are conscious of it, and you know that, no, I don't stop, I move. I still go through that even today, with a whole lot of things. Even with this podcast, it took me a long time. I mean, I decided that I was going to start doing this in July, and I'm only implementing it in October. I had to fight with myself. I had to fight with a lot of fear. I had to fight with a lot of doubt, doubting myself. I had to fight with a lot of anxiety. But here I am. I've done this thing. And that's the message I want to share with you today, that fear does not have to stop you. Fear does not to be a stumbling block. You can move with that fear. And half of the time, people don't even see that you are fearful. Half of the time, people don't even see that fear, because fear, you can't see it with most of the time, you can't see it with the eye. Half of the time, people don't know that you are fearful. They don't know that you are afraid, because when you get to the stage, you look, your shoulders are up, you look like you're confident. But as you walk through that fear, then the confidence comes. So that is the lesson for today. I'm so excited that I was able to share this, because this is something that tends to stop us a lot. And this is something that we need to empower ourselves against, if I can say against, because it's something that stops most of us. Because I'm so fearful. I'm fearful of what people will say. Abantu bazothini. We are always thinking about bazothini, because people are so quick to laugh at us, or laugh at other people. People are so quick to judge, and then at the same time, we are judging ourselves based on the judgments of other people. Being fearful of them looking at us and judging us. We need to move beyond that. We need to move beyond that, because these people that you are afraid of, half of the things in your life they will not do. Actually, almost everything in your life, when you run into trouble, you will not find those people that you are afraid that they are judging you. So it's something that usually stops us. We are fearful of our past experiences. What if I fail again? Like I've said in my previous videos, that sometimes we're afraid because we failed before. Now I'm afraid, what if I fail again? But no, what if you don't fail? What if it works this time around? So forget about the fear, or even feel it. Feel that fear, but keep moving. Feel the fear, but do what you have to do. So today I just wanted to share that, so that I can empower you to know that this fear is normal. It's normal. The famous richest people in the world, they've dealt with fear. They deal with fear every day. They've dealt with it. These rich people who have done wonders, things that you think, oh my goodness, how can a person experience this? How can a person have so much strength and power and tenacity? They have felt fear before, but they knew that fear is not a stumbling block. Fear should not be something that stops you from reaching what you need to reach. So that is my message for today. I really hope you learned something from this. I really hope I juggle your mind and I remind you of what you are able to do. Because if fear is the only thing that is stopping you, you can go above and beyond. You can go above and beyond. You can shock yourself actually. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you learned a lot. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, to like, and I hope to see you on our next video.